Hi everybody, welcome to Nicolo's World. My channel is also known as Nikki18229. I will post all my social media where you can find me at the end of this video. This video is probably going to be in 2 or 3 parts because I haven't recorded in ages. We're drinking out of my Scooby-Doo cup. We're drinking vanilla chai tea with International Delights creamer in it. It tastes like peppermint patty, or actually York peppermint patty, and that's exactly what it tastes like, minus the chocolate and calories. Let's get started. What am I crafting? I'm crafting a lot. I crocheted a yoga mat bag, which I will insert right here, right now. Isn't that cute? I made that for a friend of mine. She took some wonderful, wonderful photos of me with my sari shawl. I talked about it a couple of videos ago. It took me 1 month and 1,443 yards of yarn. It took 2 different yarns to make it because the yarn I had, they Carn discontinued it, so I had to use another Carn, and the yellows don't match up, but that's okay because it looks cool. It looks like it's fading. It looks really cool. I will post a couple pictures of those right here, right now. Alright, isn't it beautiful? It came out gorgeous. I love it. I've worn it already. It's fabulous. What I did to block it, since I don't have anything to really block it and I can't pin it to my bed, because those of you that are dog owners and love your dogs know your dogs come up in your bed, and well, that would be hard for them. So what I did was I took it, I washed it in my washer on warm cold, and I actually, because it was warm out here, I line dried it outside on my wash line. Then I took my iron and I put it on acrylic setting and I blocked it that way. And it worked perfect. I was surprised, didn't think it would work, but it worked. The next I made, it is, let me get it up here, it's a little tote bag. Not that I need another purse, but it's actually supposed to be a children's market tote crochet pattern. I found it on Pinterest. This is what, if you're looking for it, this is what it looks like. I didn't make it in those colors. The one I made up, my grandma actually took. She wanted it. I lined it with some fabric that I got from Joann's. I'll post a picture of that right here. As you can see, I just basically use some leftover yarn. I use sugar and cream crochet cotton that I had left over to make it up. I'm actually working on that very same pattern with this. You can't see the color too well. My lighting sucks, but if I zoom in, it looks like that. It is Cotton Classic Color Tatika Yarns. I got this at my local yarn store a couple years ago. I ran out of yarn because it was only 1 ball. It doesn't say, its net weight is 1.75 ounces is 50 grams. So I may just frog this and try making something else out of this, or just go buy some more. And I'm using a size G 4mm crochet hook. I am doing another project which this bag is bigger than what I thought. It's supposed to be made out of Vanna's Glam crochet yarn from Lion Brand. Sorry, that's my phone. I got a message. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver in Fiesta. This colorway in pink has been discontinued and I don't have enough of yarn, so I'm thinking of the pattern. I don't remember the name of the pattern, but I'm thinking of just frogging it and making it smaller because this puppy it's big. So yeah, that may be frog. Next, I think I may have showed these before, but they're the Urban Twist headbands. They're supposed to be called turbans. I will enclose a photo here of what they look like. I used some leftover Lion Brand fun yarn to make this one. And then I used my Darn Good yarn, which I love Darn Good yarn, in this. Now, it did stretch out when it's not the yarn's fault. It's actually the knitter's fault. I should have made it smaller because of it stretching. So I may just go back and put it on my head and see where I need to make it smaller and just sew it. Or try and rip out the seaming, which I don't want to do because I don't like to. So I may just refold it and sew it. Nobody really see where I had to refix it because it's going to be underneath my head. What else did I work on? I was telling you before, I am making, here, it's a free pattern found on Ravelry. Wild Red's Vanilla Ankle Socks. That's what it looks like. I have a pair started in double pointed needles. I didn't like the way they came out. So I was intrigued by everybody, or mostly everybody, knitting on circular needles to make socks. I'm like, if they can do it, why can't I? It looks a lot easier than 3 needles. I'm using my carbon 2.5 millimeter size 1.5 US needles to make the sock. This is my first one. This is how it looks. I don't know if it's supposed to look like this or not. When you're knitting on circular needles, this is just an experiment. If it doesn't come out right, I'll retry it or try a different pattern or just make these on double pointed. Hey, never hurts. And if you like my bag, this is my stash bag or craft bag. I made these myself. No pattern. Pattern just came from my head. And I sewed it up. As you saw, my last bag had that. So these are my pattern bags. Fabric I got from Joann a while back. I think I showed this before. It's supposed to be like a cozy for a drink. Especially if you have a square drink, and some amigurumi strawberries I made. Crochet cotton. I've been on a dishcloth kick lately. I created this little dishcloth. Didn't come out right, but you know, hey, I like it. Makes for a good scrubby. It was all knit. These I got off Ravelry. I don't have the pattern, but I will link it in the notes to where I got these. I use my white up to make it. And if you're wondering, yes, they are 2 different sizes. I used 2 different size knitting needles to see which I liked better. Let's see what else. Oh, my summer wave sweater I said I was working on, which It is summer wave cardigan. It looks like that. Mine is in green. Let's see if I can get it out without tearing everything apart. Mine is coming out slightly different than what the picture showed, which is fine, because not everything has to look like the photo. I feel patterns are just a base for your creativity. This is a raglan top down. I use several different crochet hooks. I got the arms done. I got the sides done. The one side, it's a bit wonky, but I kind of like it. I hope it stays that way. Sorry, I dropped something. I hope it stays that way once I block it. This is what it looks like so far. I kind of like the wavy look of it. So I kind of hope it stays that way. This is my first sweater that I have knitted, and I'm excited about that.